everyone, so I know my hair's up, but I am filming a chit chat get ready with me today. I haven't done one of these videos since before I moved to Texas, and a lot of people have been requesting I do more of them, and I figured I should. So this is a very simple one. This is just my go-to makeup, something to kind of get myself back into filming these. And I'm also doing a collab with my friend Ashley here on YouTube, so I will link her channel down below, so make sure you check out her channel and her video and subscribe to her. She's amazing. She's very, very talented at makeup, and I think you guys would really enjoy her channel. But if you guys want to see how to get this very simple go-to makeup look, then go ahead and keep on watching. Right, so I am using natural lighting today, so hopefully this looks okay, because my lights literally cannot fit in the area that I'm filming in, but hopefully this looks okay. So to get started, I have a bunch of like samples of primers that I'm trying to use up. So right now I'm using this Gellar. I actually have the full size of this, but I wanted to try the sample first. It's the Gellar Spackle Mattifying Oil Control Under Makeup Primer. I've been using this for the past while. I want to say like a couple weeks, because I don't hardly ever wear makeup, but I don't wear makeup as often as I used to. So I've been wearing it like the past couple of weeks, this primer, and I like it. It's very like smoothing, and it feels like the Too Faced Primed and Poreless, if you've ever tried that. And then this is like an oldie but a goodie. I always use this if you've seen any of my like get ready with me's. It's the Maybelline Corrector Cover Stick in green. This corrects any sort of redness. I do have like a scab up there, and I always do it down my nose and then on my acne scarring, which is right there, and you can just blend it out with your finger. The foundation I'm going to be using today is actually one of my new favorites, so you guys will probably see this in an upcoming favorites video, but it is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup. This is the shade W12 Warm. I'm actually a cool skin tone, but this seems to match me pretty well. And what I kind of dislike about this foundation is you can't just use one pump of it. I use it with my beauty blender, by the way. You have to use like a few pumps to get like the desired amount, at least when using a beauty blender. And for me, the desired amount is like medium to full coverage. So I mean, maybe if you want like a lighter coverage, you could just do one pump. I use my concealer. Lately I've been trying out the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is in the shade NC15. Really like this stuff. I think it's really nice. I'm probably going to end up repurchasing it. I do one full pump of it, which that doesn't look like a lot, but I promise you it ends up being a lot. I'm using this like Up and Up brand concealer brush just to kind of like put it where I want it, and then I'll end up blending it out with a beauty blender. Then I'm going to set everything using this Gellar Balance-N-Brighten foundation powder in the shade Fair. It used to have a dome to it, and I've used it quite a bit. And I'm using this kabuki brush from Bella Pierre. I think I got this in like a boxy charm or something. And I'm just going to set my foundation with this. I haven't used a kabuki brush in like years, so it feels really like nice to be able to like pack on the powder again, you know. Then to set my under eyes, I'm using the Anastasia Contour Kit in light to medium, and I'm just using the banana shade with this e.l.f. brush. I'm going to keep the contour kit out and use this shade as an actual contour shade. Using this brush from Luxie Brushes. I think I might have gotten this in an Ipsy bag. I was not sure. And I contour a little bit differently. I don't actually go in the hollows. I go like on my cheekbones. Just because when I would go in like the hollows of my cheeks, it just didn't look right. It didn't look like normal contour. It just looked very strange on my skin and like my face shape. So I started doing it like actually like on the bone, and it looks really nice. So contouring looks weird on you, try that. It might look a little bit better. Next I'm going to do brows, and I'm not going to lie, for every day I don't really dig into my brow powder from Anastasia, which is what I normally would use if I actually have like time to sit down and do my makeup. And usually when I'm doing like go-to makeup, I don't really have that much time. So to be honest, the only thing I use is brow gel. So this is the e.l.f. Clear Brow and Lash Mascara. This stuff is so good. I think they raised the price to $2. I know, a whole dollar more. How am I going to live? But this stuff's really nice, and it's like double the product really. So I'm still using this side, which I believe is the actual eyebrow side. But the last one I had, I did use the lash side, and it was basically the same exact thing. So I just use this to set my brows, and this is the only brow gel I've ever found that like lets them stay all day. It's like legitimate hairspray for your brows, and I like it. They should come out with like a tinted one that's very similar to this, because I would buy like 12 of them. Then I'm going to do eyes. To prime the eyes, I'm still using the Laura Mercier Eye Canvas Base in EC1. It looks like this. I have Hit Pan on it, but it's a really nice primer in my opinion. And then lately I've been starting out with like a base for my eyeshadow, which is something I never used to do before. Not like a primer, just like a shadow base. So I'm using the Urban Decay Basics Naked Basics palette, and I'm taking the shade Foxy, which is also in the original Naked 2. So if you have that, you can use Foxy. And I also believe Foxy might be a permanent shade as well, but I could be wrong. But I use this like all over the lid up to the brow bone, just as like a base for my actual shadows. So I have like a few go-to eye looks. Like I really like switch it up often. Sometimes I'll use like my Coastal Scents Hot Pot. Sometimes I'll use the original Naked palette. I'll use Sin and Mushroom. Sometimes I'll change up and try some of my new ColourPop shadows, or I'll just try some new shadows in general. But one of the go-to looks that I've been doing lately is starting off with this Pacifica eyeshadow. This one is in the shade Ethereal, which is very, very similar to Steal a Kitten, but it's a little bit more pink, I believe. Let's look. Yeah, it's a little bit more pink. As you can see, Steal a Kitten's a little bit more champagne, but when it's on my eyes, it's very, very similar to Steal a Kitten. But I've been using this shadow from Pacifica, and I really, really like it. So I'm just going to pack this all over the lid, put a little bit of it in the inner corner as well. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Urban Decay Mushroom. This is one of my favorite Urban Decay shadows, and I feel like it's like so not talked about on YouTube. Sorry, the lighting is changing. But it's just like a beautiful taupey gray. So beautiful. I love it so much. And you literally need like the lightest hand to use it. Like I just tap my brush in it and I'm good to go. So I'm going to put this in my crease. Let's do this side a little. Okay. And I really dig it into the crease too. Like no hesitations. Just dig that crap in. And then I'm just going to take a blending brush and blend it out. Like really, really well. Go back to that Foxy shade, which was in the original Naked, and I'm just gonna like highlight with that as well, because it did get kind of taken away a little when I started blending. Something that I really like about Ashley, if you guys haven't already like looked at her channel and her video, is that she's extremely, extremely talented when it comes to makeup. Like if I had that sort of talent when I was in high school, my makeup would have looked a lot better, because hers looked so pretty. Like every tutorial she does, I'm so fascinated by it, because my makeup never ever turns out that good. She's great at it. Then I'm going to use some liquid liner. I'm currently using my favorite, which is the L'Oreal Linear Intense. I think this stuff is great. If you've never tried it, it's amazing. It's really easy to use too, because it has a long handle, so you can really get like a grip on it, and it's felt tip too, which is nice. So I'm just going to do a small wing. I always mess up one eye, so this should be interesting. It was really simple, but nothing too crazy. And then I also like to use a little bit of liner in the first half of my waterline. I don't use it all the way into the waterline, just because I feel like that can sometimes, with this particular look a little bit too intense, just because this is more of a lighter look. But when I do like darker looks and stuff, I think it looks nice. The current eyeliner I'm using is this miniature one that I got, I believe, as a perk from Sephora. It's the Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes in 0L, which is the black shade, and I'm just going to do a little bit, about halfway in. Maybe not even halfway, like a third of the way. Then I'm going to curl my lashes using my Japonesque eyelash curler. This thing's amazing. I love this thing. This thing's awesome. I got it from the Birchbox shop. It's amazing. The two mascaras I'm currently using are both samples, and they're also kind of getting old, so I need to put them in my empties pile and pull out some new mascaras. The first one I'm using is the Benefit Roller Lash, which I really like actually, and I have a full size of it too, so I'm really happy about that. And I'm glad I tried the miniature one before I whipped out the full size, but I really like this mascara. I think it works really well. It's interesting the way you're supposed to use it. You're supposed to like start and like roll with your lashes, and I think if I wouldn't have used it this way and just originally started out using it just like a regular mascara, I wouldn't have liked it. But because I watched someone's review and they were like, yeah, you have to roll with it, and I was like, okay, and now I really like it. And the mascara I layer it with I've used before. This is the Makeup Forever Smoky Extravagant. I do like this mascara. I've used a larger size of it before I used the sample, but I just recently got the sample and I really like it a lot. They're really simple, really easy, and I like that they're a little bit lighter and then they go into more of like a nicer crease, in my opinion. So I really do like the eyes, and this is something that I've typically gone for in a go-to look for a very long time. For blush, a blush that I really like and I wasn't going to use, but it is one of my favorites, is the Benefit Sugarbomb Box Powder. This is like a long time favorite. I used to use this in high school, really liked it. I use the brush that comes with it because I find that this is the best brush to use with it because you can mix all 4 colors together. So I'm just using that brush and buffing it into where I put the contour, just a little bit above it as well. And I think this just gives me a very like natural blush look. It doesn't look like I applied blush to my face, which is why I like it. Alright, my favorite part of my makeup is highlighting. I own quite a bit of highlighters and lots of my ones to use today. You know what I should use is Jaclyn Hill's Becca's Champagne Pop, which is this one. I pulled up Opal. This is Champagne Pop. I really like it. I think it's really pretty. When I do my makeup and I don't use natural lighting, I don't really see it as much, but when I do put it like in the light, it's like really pretty. So when I first used it, like the first time I used it in the dark, and I really like buffed it in because I'm like, I can't see it, and then I got outside and I was like, oh, there I am. This brush, I don't have like a good enough highlight brush, but I don't mind packing on highlighter, so let's do the highlight. You see that? It's like whoosh. Really pretty. Alrighty, so that's everything for the face. I don't typically wear a lip color every day. I usually only wear one when I'm filming, but for this particular video I will put on a lip color. I guess I'll just do a gloss because a lot of times I'll just put on lip gloss. So the one I'm going to use today is a NYX Butter Gloss. I really like these. I love the neutral shades. I have like all the neutral shades. This one's in Creme Brulee. I think this was one of the first ones I got, and it's like really a nice nude gloss. So that is the completed go-to makeup look. Let me know if you guys would like to see more chit chat, get ready with me, and I will do a lot more different looks since I have been trying a lot of new things. I could definitely do a lot of different looks, and again, this is just like a go-to look for me. It's nothing too crazy. Also, definitely check out Ashley's channel and her video. I will link her channel down below, so make sure you go check out her video and subscribe to her and tell her I sent you because I love her a lot. She's like one of my favorite people to watch on YouTube, and it literally kills me that she doesn't even have 1,000 subscribers. Like, she so deserves it. She's amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and subscribe to me if you're not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.